Trying to get to some monitorization, meaning I'm trying to see. It look good. Peace. Sorry about anybody whose chat I might have missed. Short of it is, I'm going to rebuild Vance's knife. We'll do several things. We're going to go ahead and work the blade first. Then we're going to strip this all off. And then we're going to redo everything. We're going to cut better bevel on this knife. So, get started. Go. Start by tripping and falling over everything naturally. But there are a few things I want to get plugged in over here on the other side. Make sure that I'm functional. One is going to be that grinder over there, the bench grinder, and the other is going to be this tool here, sander. And just because I know I will forget, I'm going to go ahead and put my mask on, and that'll be that. Let's get to it. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and get one thing started real fast. I think I need to get that established. Oh, that's perfect. I don't have to do anything else there. We can go ahead and get straight to the knife then. ugly. Let's see. Get going over here. How this is going to go. Okay, so that's more of a polish. That is hard. Let's see if we'll get coming down that way. So I'd imagine you're doing that kind of business. Go ahead and mark it. I'll take a little bit of this angle out. I don't have a particularly definitive way to do it other than to eyeball it. Gotta cut the edge anyway. I think I'm gonna try to get something a little closer to what a traditional Sloyd may look like. Let's see. Hey, Kevin England, how are you? Probably be wise to have some water nearby. Something to dip that knife in when it starts to heat up. I don't see a cup. Let me grab one. This will be pretty easy. We'll just give ourselves a little touch up every now and then. Pop it in, give it a shake. That'll work. Oh, good. Hope you enjoy. Here we go. Wow. Feels pretty light duty. Let me turn it up. This carving knife, so pretty slim blade. Pretty weird. Sounds pretty inconsistent. Haven't burnt it yet. This that that control does not seem consistent at all. I don't know how much difference that's going to make here. But you know, typically you want to control of as many variables as possible. Does not seem like exactly that. Not too mad at that. Not mad at it at all, really. Like not even a little bit. That variation is weird. Hasn't seemed to have been a problem yet. What's going on, Wandering Repairman? Peace to you. How goes it? I'll try my best not to drop you again. I must re-aim you, my friends. Now, see if we can get this thing to act right. Lady Brick. So we're going to try this by hand though after. First things first. I was working on while you were gone. Took off a good bit. I knocked it down to basically give me a tapered edge almost all the way down on one side. Decent edge on the other. And we'll just have to see from there. I want to keep this on a relatively low angle. Yeah. And mostly because I am going to start with pretty rough grit. This is a 320. I'm in a 120. Got some threaded rod, and I got some of these. Drilled some holes. Made some blocks. Why not use a stone? Yeah, this is a homemade sharpening system. I have stones. I have whetstones over here. Problem with the whetstones for me is I want more consistency, mechanical consistency. Now, this is a strip of leather. Underneath it are two really strong magnets. Well, they'll hold the knife up there like I need it. And here, we've got a way to sharpen. Now, if I want to bring this bevel down more, I can just adjust this nut, or I can adjust this here and send it either way. I think I'm going to try right where I'm at and see what that does. That'll give us some real defined scratch with this 120. So we'll know for sure that of where we're touching, and if we need to adjust forward or backwards or whatever. Or if we three little piggy style. Cheers, right. All right, let's see. I don't want you to see this. Not bad. Now this is 120 grit off of the belt sander. So it's roughly the same stuff I use when I am cutting in an edge over there on the belt sander. I'm going to bring this forward a little bit so I can clear my hands a little bit. I'm just adjusting the screw, the nut behind that eyelet forward. And now my hands can clear it without worrying about hitting that blade with my fingers. And this way, hopefully we can get some consistency. Now I'm tilting a little bit now. Tilting just a little bit now, purposefully. But I think that also means, because I want to do that, maybe means I need to come forward a little bit more. I'll do that. See what we got now. Because I do want the benefit of that magnet. Those magnets are strong as heck. You can do it this way too. A little noisy. Like I need one more of these those little washers, and then I'll round it out, and that way it can pass through smoothly rather than over these ridges. But you know where I'm at right now. This can't happen that way. I'm gonna have to flip this so that I can be on this side. And then I'll just lock this on this way. Just give me a quick second to close this up and lock it down. It works, but it's still homemade, you know what I mean? It's still homemade. All right. So, give myself a little bit more angle that way. All right. See, this is why I needed it. Different left-handed. I might have to find a different way to lock that piece down because it seems to get in the way on that side of what I kind of naturally want to do. You know what I mean? Do I just need to cut this off? But I needed it and sort of wanted it for the block of it. I may just need to do another one on this side. Like that's almost the answer. Problem is I gotta hold my board too. And that's not an answer. So let's try something else. If we've got this here and we want to hold that, why don't we just drill us a hole right there? Right there. We'll solve this problem. Sometimes in the middle of solving a problem, you got to stop and solve a problem. That ought to be wide enough. Yep. Pardon me for 1 minute, folks. I just got to grab me something to power this thing up. All I need is a battery. Ooh, all I need is your pedigree. What the heck did I do with it? Oh, it's over here. I was like, ain't hell but a few power sources in this piece. Whoops. Pull over that thing too fast. Isn't it? Not bad. Not bad. Wasn't sure if you could see as much of that as I can see. Sometimes you just want to manually get that burr off of there. You can see what your edge is looking like. Not too bad. Not great. Not great yet. Not too bad though. But cold, hitting an edge. Or at least I'm getting a bevel. It's going pretty consistent. And hopefully I can just get this depth I want. And you can see it forming. Whew. Okay. That's making me happy. They're making me happy. How's that? Love that that'll hold right there. Love that I can put fresh water. I can flip to a whole different side. Fresher paper. Keep my position. I don't know if this seems fast or slow to you guys. To me, this is blazing fast for what I'm accomplishing. And the difference so this works. It doesn't work crazy smooth on a forward and back motion to and fro, but the left to right is outstanding. Ooh, I about jumped off the back of my bench with excitement. We're still on 100 grit. What is this? 120 grit. So we still got a little ways to go. But I think we got a respectable, reasonable edge. Doing a little bit of shaping right now. Taking a little bit of this curve out. Bottom. So that I can get rid of that little ugly burr. All right. I think we're ready. always just want to pull that burr off, though. All right, let's go to the next grit. That's going to be our 320. Hey, Raspberry. How you doing? Thanks, everybody, for hitting the likes. I'm not sure who Melody is. Is that who Raspberry Hedgehog is? Melody? A sweet name. All right. Walter. Hello to anybody who I did not speak to and that I may have missed. I apologize. You know how it is. You know, I have to yell it here. Well, I kind of like it this way. I do like that. Let's give it some fresh agua. You gotta do it cross hand till I get me a better technique. This is day one, knife one of this particular contraption for me in the shop. I will say though, I feel very pleased with it in this moment. This feels like a pretty good mechanical advantage. Sometimes things don't. Sometimes they don't. This one feels like once you get used to it, you immediately can tell. You just work your way down to that edge. This is 320. We got them all marked. 600. I'll hold the knife for us. Now these pieces are, I think these are about maybe an inch, inch and a quarter. So they go pretty substantially into that wood, and then they're super glued in and compacted a little bit. So I think we're going to be okay. .600 grit. Guess I could do it like that too if I wanted. If I like had to chase a low spot or something. This is better in a lot of ways. This left hand, I just gotta really just slow it down. Takes a lot of the guesswork out. Which in most cases is a good thing. Consistency is what we were most concerned about. And most worried about potentially not getting, you know? All right. Move from the 600 to the 1200. Thanks for hitting that like button. Hey, Carlos Sanchez. How you doing? Hey, Hawk. All right, we moved on to the 12. Hey, Webster. How are you? Doing good. Thank you. God bless you too. Appreciate you, Carlos. Ain't gonna throw no blessings away. So I got all these scrap wood pieces right here and all this sandpaper from previous automotive experiments. You know what I'm saying? Where's that? That's what I was looking for. Oh, wasn't thinking and just dumped that right out. I forgot I had a little puncture lid on it. That's all right. We'll use that water to clean up, clean up. Everybody clean up. Wasn't fun, but it's better than if that was oil, right? Hitting this edge and just rolling this knife down. Rolling that knife back down. It's so good. It's so good. Whew. That's so good. I don't know if that's going to cut something or not, but there's a beauty contest at the end of it. It might have a shot. Get that right, girl. I do like to check for some manual things. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah, let's run that 12 one more time before we move to the 2000. Because that's going to be the last run we're going to make. And we might see if there are some whetstones we can use. But for now, we got plenty of sandpaper. We got plenty. It's a sand-rich environment. I can't believe people see all of this that I do and then offer me $12.13 for a knife. Carl. Just kidding, just kidding. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. There's no people like to fuss, so I figured I'd jump on the fuss wagon. Was it fun? Heard it was fun. The fuss wagon. This is 2000 grit on my homemade rig. No pistons or gaskets. Start right here. With the chicken nuggets. You can see it doing this thing. Now I sort of want to go up the whole blade, but I want you to see the cut a little bit more definitively. I'm a little bit proud of this. I don't want to sound vain. I don't. I'll be working real hard to get an edge like the one that I'm formulating right now. I'm quite happy to have this level of control for it. I did talk to Vance and let him know that I was gonna do some things with his knife. He didn't seem too disturbed by it. I know what I did. I know what I did. All right, let's go ahead and get into some shopping. I mean, why not? We can find out if we've got our edge or not. At least we cut a whole new blade, so let's see. Right now it looks good, but you know that can be deceiving. Cut Master Cool Straw in the place to be. All right, we're gonna move that out of the way. These things out of the way. I don't even think we need this anymore. So we got some good stuff, y'all. We got some good holding on this thing for now, for what we need, for what we understand in the moment. We're good. We'll clear that off a little bit. Put some compound on it. And then we'll hit that thing with the Strizop as well. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. West is the best, so don't settle for less. Boom, 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 boom. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, Joe. I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. You're awesome for saying so, though. All right, here we go. All right. I've not checked, not one time, to see if I've got an edge on this thing, not once. So I don't know. Like, I know we cut it all the way off, and then we cut it all the way back. Then we worked on it. But I did not bother to check for sharp. But let's find a piece of sacrificial wood. See what we got. Oh no, all we got is cherry. I think this is cherry. This might be mahogany. Let's see. Okay. 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 Let's get ambitious. Okay. Okay. Mmm. Let's go. In it. Doing it. All right, let's stop messing around. In grain. End grain. End grain. Are you serious right now? This knife is 2 minutes old. It is, anyway. Yes. That is on this board. Yeah, this is leather. This is a leather strap. Both sides. This side is the fuzzy side. This will illustrate it a little better. This is that side of the leather, and this is that side of the leather. Both work. This one accepts a compound better. This one is the side that I use when I use emulsion. But man, it is so good. It's so good. Show us your shoes. Indeed, my friend. The Shooting of Champions. Oh yeah. Orange Blossom. Yeah. Cute. Cute. They are amazing. They are amazing, mate. I've got a little emulsion, and since I'm so proud of this, what just happened, I'll show you um, how I use mine. I've got this, it's a 6 micron, and I've got this, is a 0.5 micron diamond emulsion solution. EDC Cutting by Lace made this. Cutting Lace EDC, I'm sorry. But it was sent to me by KO Knives. Does not take a whole lot of this stuff. Always trailing the edge when sharpening. When sharpening, you can go either way, kind of dealer's choice. When sharpening, you always trail the edge of the knife. Very therapeutic. Gives me a little more shine and shimmer there. Now I'm going to put a little bit of this 0.5 micron. I've got to shake it up good because it's liquid in the metal and liquid diamonds, tigers and bears. So just a little bit right there on this side. Then I'm going to flip it. And then I'll just use this on this side here. Same way. We'll see if those microns make any difference. And this would be considered pretty extreme polishing for me. I'm gonna put this to the side. And extreme for me is not extreme for everybody, so I'm not gonna make a big thing of it. Let's see if we can cut this paper. We have not tried paper yet with this knife. Pretty wrinkly paper, but well, seems to be doing okay. Might have to check it a little more for bird, but I don't know. Maybe that's my technique. That's looking pretty good. If that's a knife I had to have, I'd be okay with it. I might polish it up on this side, polish it up here. See what we got after that. But I'll tape it up and then I'm gonna go ahead and start sanding this edge down. Um, but I think I will hit it with the polish first, just because I don't want this stuff going back to the wood. I'd rather have the wood, you know, you know what I'm saying. So I do have a little bit of that polishing compound. I do have handy dandy ragaroo. I'm gonna have to start a whole new polishing compound rag. That sucks. For those of you who know. But shout out to Rob who gave me the free game about this polishing that I'm doing right now. So good on you, mate. Good on you. You're a caregiver for your 35-year-old brother. He's severely disabled. Oh, right on. Good for you, man. That's a blessing. I'm glad you're there for him. I'm glad you're there for him. Sounds like he needed you. Needs you. Sounds like you're glad to be there. Double blessing for him. Now, I am inclined to want to put this on a machine. I'm just not all that aware of how well that I haven't looked up that pad that just came with the bench grinder here. This little 4-inch dealie. It's almost like the pads that you strip off paint with. Kind of reminds me of that. Now, I've worked in that compound mostly. I'm going to want to flip to a new portion of my rag without stuff on it. And then I'm going to keep that to the same corner. I'm going to wipe all of the shine in over here. Now, I do not mind top half of this blade being slightly janky looking. When that stops, it turns into a nice, clean, polished edge. That's the stuff. I have a shoe polisher to polish my motorcycle parts, which works well. Nice. Nice. What's the pad you use on it? Do you know? Like what kind of pad do you use? And then you just like apply a polish to that and just give it a whir. That does sound very smart. Gosh, I'm impressed by this edge. I don't even like feeling this way. All proud and shit. What are you, happy or something? The woods. Crazy. Must be some strong stuff. It's leaving a perfect outline. It absolutely is. Look at that. Now I'm back to being happy to send this out. I'm back to being happy to send this out. This is effortless. This is effortless. I'm back to being proud of it. But now we got to fix the handle. And we got to make a new sheath. This was a good idea. It didn't work all the way out. So we got to make a new one. Hopefully it will work out. We're going to tape up this blade edge. And so we can sand all of this stuff out. Let's see what we got. Where is the tape? Where is the tape? Where is the tape? Where is the tape? Where is it? I'm gonna get all this other stuff back off. I don't need it right now. When I woke up this morning, I said to myself, if I can get 39 likes, I will carry on. And you guys did it. You got me all 39 likes. Today, I shall live. Thanks to you. Oops. Get in there. Get in there. All right. We got to get back to some sanding. Hand sanding, most likely. We need to start with the 80 or 100 grit and knock the whole finish off of this whole thing. All of it. Whew, this is not fun. I wonder if we knock this down to the 120, how that'll fare for us. How did we get this off before? I don't even remember. Did we even put this on? We did not. Oh man. I don't want to figure it out live. All right. It's all good. Just gonna run with it anyway. As is. We're doing it live. Hopefully I won't satisfy myself. Alright, hit the button. So Sorry, y'all. I had to focus on that one. There's a lot of material to pull off, and it all wanted to stay. Thanks for hanging around. Yeah, Woodchuck is a chainsaw guy, man. And he's a wood guy. He's a carver, too. Not just a chainsaw, as I recently discovered. Now, as we sand, we want to go with the grain. And all those other problems that we had. Put a pretty heavy coat on here, so we gotta get through it. See, I think I got a rubber eraser around here. Clean this off with, hopefully, or maybe I don't. Maybe I just hit it for myself. Oh, bless it. Listen to the pacemakers. Well, I do also have this. Pretty fast business. solid. Turns out it was fixable. Turns out all was not lost again. Well, let's just say that for Craig Posh's little hair. Still gotta do that. Gives me hope. This gives me hope. Let's go ahead and clean that off. Get us a good duster. Put some linseed oil on that and begin the process. We're going to get it down to put some more sand on it. That was 100 grit. I'm going to sand it to the 220, most likely. Let's see what we got in here. A nice 120 right there. To knock down whatever else we got on there. Then we'll look for that 220 after this. If we don't, we'll do a 320. And then we'll call it. Put our linseed oil on it. Remember, good sand, good finish. Bad sand, bad finish. Don't make the rules. I am the law. All right. 220, 220, 220, 220, 220, 220, 220, 220, 220. We're going to use the 320. That's what showed itself to us. Let's go ahead and dust this off first. Make sure we're not going to burnish. I'm not going to send Kyle a knife without a sheath, though. I am going to remake that, too. This time, I'm going to form the sheath before I put the finish on the knife, because I damaged the finish of the knife, heating it up as I was forming the sheath around the knife. Turns out not to have been a good plan. Turns out I'm a nincompoop. Surveys say I'm a rapscallion. Ain't always the fun part. JJ, what's up, Mr. Zendejas? How you doing? What if I can I get 50 likes? Can I get 50 likes? That would be something, wouldn't it? That'd surely make me feel like somebody. Where y'all up to? Where y'all at? How's the weather? It's warm and wet in Georgia. Warm and wet. Now, as I look down this thing, man, I got some pretty rough stuff happening here. Got some pretty, on this side in particular. I don't know if I can let that slide. Just don't know if I can. That came from having to run that belt sander against the grain to get that finish off. I don't regret it. I know why I did it. Sorry, I had to juke y'all out on the sand. It was not my intent. It's also not my intention to send my friend a bad knife. If it's any consolation to you, every time I do this, it's better. Finish is only getting better. Oh, snap. What the what? Who gave me some money? Woodchucker, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you, dude. And Cobb Mountain sent the gift membership, man. Y'all are, man, man. That was super cool, man. Thanks, Caleb. Thank you, my friend. Cobb, I didn't even see you in here. Thought I was talking trash about you behind your back. Dang it. Now we gotta settle it in the streets. What am I talking about? I don't know, dude. Why do I have to be the one that has to both talk and make sense? Tripping, dude. But thank you for 2 contributions to the channel, dude. I appreciate you. It's gonna help me pay my wife back for these tools that I got from that money she had underneath the dresser drawer. I still don't know how she got that thing in the air. That's how they get it in there, but hey, do what we gotta do, you know? That'll teach you. So that t-shirt say nobody cares, work harder? Yeah. Hide your bread better. Whew. Yeah, I can't talk and make sense either because I'm the host. Sheesh. So I gotta host and talk and make this. You give me another job? Ah, that makes my wife smile. What? Mm, I don't know if I tell you if you did. No, she's not here. She's very rarely in the chat. And if I'm down here, she's up there. We watch YouTube together, but I'm rarely on while she's on. Did I make your wife smile? Calling the police. That's harassment. I have to entertain you? What? You should be entertaining me while I'm working. Golly, you just sitting in a chair. Well, me too. Oh man, I can't win an argument when I'm honest. Jesus. All right, let me see. Where's the linseed oil? Oh, over there, laying on the floor, sideways. Fantastic. JJ didn't wait. Cobb says I only watch for Wes' impeccable British accent. Thank you, mate. I do the same to my wife, and she would say, "Just buy dinner. It's cheaper to just pay her back instead of buying dinner." Oh, that's funny. No, my wife don't have no money to hide. She spends that before anybody else gets to see it. Gone. But she handles her business first. Can't say that enough about her. Pretty and smart. What are the odds? What are you put the odds on how I would end up with both a pretty and smart woman? Then go ahead and cash that lottery ticket today. That's a surefire winner, boy. You knew those odds. Phew. All right, so I'm just sort of dusting this or running it up my pants leg. I know that's not the right thing to do, but it's a tasty way to do it. I'm Wilford Brimley. Take a look at this. And ooh and ah while I do it so that I can have my self esteem in place. Now, we've already built this knife once. Second time's a charm. So very rude. Very rude, mate. Color is popping. Color is popping. Rob, how are you, mate? I noticed your accent is Old English. Sounds a little bit like the gentleman in the moving pictures, isn't it? All right, hold on a second. There's a little bug right here. And there's only one bug I like. And you ain't it. And now you're reincarnated as a beautiful butterfly. And it the color just comes right back. Comes right back. This right here, kind of a little peacock feather looking thing. I love that little part. There's one of those in the handle up top too, in the board up top on it. Love it. Love the look at that. And the handle that's up here. So pretty. So now this knife looks better, seems to cut just as good, if not better. And now seems to also be pretty yet again. West does it? Old man superstar. All right, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me right now. I think this looks good. Yes, admit your accent is the best. Listen, Rob, I heard your accent. We've all heard your accent, mate. We know it's nice, but it's no Jason Statham. If you had a little bit more rasp, a little bit more horse in your voice, then you'd be really fantastic, isn't it? Knife looks fantastic. Thanks, Cobb. That's your knife. That's your knife. It cuts so good. See, I don't have my monitor in the phone that I'm filming on, so I gotta like move around a little bit in order to see everything. But this thing is doing good. Very proud of it. Next step, figure that out. Figure that out. We'll get a whole nother situation there, but I'm not gonna stick this in here right now. I'm gonna let this chill, and I'm gonna put it on this stand that I made. Dear Stan, which is absolutely perfect because it's such a good magnet. And I can just sit stuff right there. It dries, doesn't touch anything. It's brilliant. So I got to figure out how to put a short together and refilm this thing that I've already done in some sort of entertaining way. In the meantime, it would be superly duperly sweet if you go check out my latest shorts and like and comment on them. Tell them how brilliant I am and stuff that changed your life. Okay? But seriously, thank you to the guys and gals who have hung out with me through this process. There's a whole lot of y'all here. Beard Groove, Someday, Rob, definitely, Caleb, JJ's and Dayhouse, who came over from my Box Center family. And I really do appreciate you for that. Because not a lot of people jump over and follow you from another channel. And he does that, and I appreciate it. And for the rest of y'all, I appreciate you being here, coming through. I see that y'all pretty much dominated my chat. And thank you for that, for keeping it going, keeping the algorithm like, yay, West Desert is doing something. Let's send more people that way. And it worked because I got 47 likes, my friend. 47. Wait a minute. Let me check. I'll go off my thing and then go back. Yeah, 47. Meanwhile, these twins got 444. Daggone it. We learn all the time, mate. I learn from you too, Joe. I learn from you guys in the chat who give me information all the time. Jay Smith will be on at 5 tonight. Oh, that must be, you must be on a different standard time than me. So I'm going to go check him out. I guess that means 10 minutes, 12 minutes from now. Yeah, them dumb twins count, man. It just drives. Oh, it's bananas. It's bananas. I need another guy over here, and I need him to be slightly disabled, but not enough to get a check. And then we can make some money. I'm out of here. I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. One time, two times. I'm out. West Desert. Peace.